Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're doing another Aetherdrift draft. So let's hop in here and find us a table. We'll see if we can be a green deck today. Well, we were technically a green deck last time, but we didn't have Hazard of the Dunes, we didn't have the Ketrodon. We had one copy of the Scurryfoot. Alright, there we go. And we open Curse Cloth Wrappings. That's a really good one. This pack has a lot of good cards. There's Elvish Refueler, there's the Scurryfoot, Embalmed Descendant is okay, Broadside Barrage. Then after that there's the Path Cruiser, Crash and Burn. Yeah, we're going to take the Curse Cloth Wrappings because this card is just insane. This thing's a zombie too, so maybe that'll come back to us. We can be white-black with Curse Cloth Wrappings. I wouldn't mind that. Alright, pack 1, pick 2. There's a Gastall Thrill Seeker, which I think is going to be the pick. Because everything else in this pack is kind of mediocre. There's a Mutant Surveyor as the next best thing. There's Veloheart Bike, which is pretty decent. Yeah, I'll just take the Thrill Seeker. Maybe we'll be Rakdos. I don't think we've been pure Rakdos yet. Let's take a moment and see some of the other people in here. Jars. Codpiece. Alright, well now we get a choice. We have a Packdoll Terror or we have a Sky Serpent Seeker. Sky Serpent Seeker doesn't really go with the Curse Cloth Wrappings, so I'm not that excited to pick it. The Packdoll Terror can help get to max speed. And it's also be nice to bring back as a 4/5. Curse Cloth Wrappings being an artifact. Yeah, I'm in. I just don't think I'm going to take the Sky Serpent Seeker here. Now we see a Runover. I will take the Runover. Even though it's kind of late getting into the green, there's not a whole lot else here. There's Dune Drifter, there's Siphon Fuel. Curse Cloth Wrappings can go in a green-black deck. Packdoll Terror maybe not so much, but it can still scare people into throwing removal at it. Bestow Greatness, Hour of Victory. Why don't we pick up that? There's a Bloodghast here too, but Bloodghast isn't super great. We'll take the Hour of Victory and be happy with it. Wretched Doll we can be happy with. Green has dried up, as one could predict. There's a Roadside Blowout. There's a Catalyzer. There's Lockstone Surveyor. All just kind of mediocre cards. I'm going to take the Surveyor, actually. Scoured Barrens, in case we have... In case we get that zombie back. We did not. Alright, I'll take the Scrap Compactor. I'm not upset about having one of those in the deck. don't really like any of these. Alright, well we have a red 2-drop. I guess we're going to pass the collision course. The Jaguar, which we don't want to play. We'll take a Deathless Pilot, though. That's a pretty good pickup. And we get an Achik. That is the best card in the pack, for sure. There's Thunderhead Gunner. Oh, there's an Engine Rat, too. But I think we just take the Achik. We didn't see a lot of red in pack 1. I guess the safest pick would be Engine Rat, but since we do have a Runover and Curse Cloth Wrappings, I wouldn't mind pairing that with Achik. And now we get a March of the World Ooze. That'll be my third one of those. There's a Wreckage Wicker Folk. A few more green cards and we can just be black-green. A very sort of weird black-green. Imagine having March of the World Ooze out while you play Achik. Make a whole bunch of 6/6 insect tokens. That'd be silly. There's Runover. There's Earth Rumbler. There's Outpace Oblivion. All reasonable options. I'm going to take the Earth Rumbler, actually. No. Because that doesn't play well with the Curse Cloth Wrappings. Let's take a Runover. Broodheart Engine. That's a good one. Oh, but there's Spin Out. I like Spin Out a little bit more than Broodheart Engine. We gotta have removal in this format. Alright, I'll take a starting column here. Mainly because there's not much else for our colors. It's not like I'm missing out on red stuff either in this pack. There's Defend the Rider. That's a card I have liked before. There's also a Jungle Hollow and a Mutant Surveyor. I'm going to take the Jungle Hollow, actually. Help fix our mana a bit. I want to make sure I get one of those. Alright, Vela Heartbite can also fix our mana. There's Ranger's Aether Hive. I don't think we need the Locust Spray, so let's take the Gravestalker. This is not a good Pactile Terror deck. Maybe Dune Drifter we could splash. I'll put that off to the side for now. I guess I have less Wild Roads. I could take Bestow Greatness. Let's take Bestow Greatness. Aether Jacket if we need it. Wreck Remover if we need it. Guidelight Matrix if we don't need it. Howl Squad Heavy if we were black-red. But here I might just take the Ooze Patrol. We need more lower-end stuff, though. I'm going to take the Engine Rat. Because we passed up on the earlier one. And it's just a good card all around. Works great with our runovers as well. Oh man, Perilous Snare. There's another Broodheart engine, but... I think we try and make this splash happen. We have a Veloheart bike and a starting column, so we have a couple of white sources already. There's a Ketrodon. How many creatures do we currently have? Not a lot. So I need to focus on creatures this pack. How many Sky Serpent Seekers are we going to see? Well, I'm going to take a Mutant Surveyor. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's a creature. And it is actually a pretty decent one. It's difficult to block. Alright, here's a Pothole Mole. That's a creature. And it's a good one, too. I don't think we're playing any of this. How many Locust Sprays are we going to see? We'll take another Deathless Pilot. The Hunger Tyrant. Sure, another Sky Serpent Seeker. Apparently no one was green-blue. Ooze Patrol or Streaking Oil Gorger? I'm going to take the Ooze Patrol this time. We've got a little bit of graveyard synergies going on. Didn't I draft... I did draft Scoured Barrens. So we can do this white splash. Alright, 44 cards. We want a lot of creatures. To the point where I think we even keep the Lockstone Surveyor and the Aether Jacket. $15 creatures, 12 non-creatures, so we have to cut stuff from down here. Maybe we do just cut the white. Well, I could cut scrap compactor. Kind of want to keep our victory because we've got some bombs to search for. Bestow greatness because we're more of a grindy deck than an aggressive deck. Bike starting column. That'll help us cast our stuff. Two one body just isn't very good. And I guess we could get rid of the Hunger Tyrant or Surveyor. Surveyor's 3/3 though. Let's get rid of the Hunger Tyrant. Alright, this will be the deck. No, it won't. We need more. We need more green sources, don't we? Jungle Hollow. Because we have 1, 2, 8 black. 7, 8 green. Well, we have a triple green card. We also have a lot of double black cards. Atchik, Curse Cloth Wrappings, and Spin Out. But I want to make sure we're hitting triple green. So let's go with that. Bukaki Dragon is our first opponent. Engine Rat, we have a starting column, a Mutant Surveyor. We can keep this hand. There's an Atchik. I'm just going to cycle this Wreck Remover. There's a Wreckage Wicker Folk for our opponent. Because we want to make sure we hit lands. Alright, I'm not in the business of using Run Over or trading our Engine Rat for the Wicker Folk. I'll run over that thing, though. Now we'll go with Pactile Terror. It's really just there to scare our opponent and draw out removal, like so. I don't want Flood the Engine, though. Come on, you Spin Out, so it goes to the graveyard for Atchik. Grr. Ranger's Aether Hive. Okay. No attacks. We'll pass the turn. We have Surveil up. Earth Rumbler, that's a big one. Can my Mutant Surveyor even kill that? Curse Cloth Wrappings, well, we're keeping that. So you didn't want to block after all that. Okay. We just have a wreck remover that we can't cast right now. That's fine. Can activate this 3 times, so that's still not enough to kill the Earth Rumbler. But if I bring back Wreck Remover, then this is... Okay, so he can still crew... Flood the engine on our engine rat. Will you stop using Flood the engine already? Still not attacking with anything. Pothole mole, sure. Yeah, we'll play the mole, because if we hit a land, we can Curse Cloth Wrappings the, thing. There's the land. Use that to crew, sure. There's a Midnight Mangler. And an Engine Rat for our opponent. I now have enough to start doing this. We need our March of the World Ooze. Make all these things 6/6s, then I don't have to worry. Though this would be a 7/7. I guess we play Atchik for 1. I can always get it back with the Curse Cloth Wrappings, too. We're going to stop on Upkeep to Surveil. Okay, we are going to make this trade. Siphon fuel. Okay. Oh. We're still in combat. Slick Imitator. Okay, so our opponent starts their engines. See, I'm just going to dump a bunch of mana into this. We doing this again? Oh, we're going to do it like that, huh? Okay. Sky Streak Engineer, alright. And exhausting it right away. That doesn't help. Alright, let's see what we get here. Dune Drifter, huh? Still doesn't do much. Oh, I can get back starting column. Okay. Now we have Perilous Snare. We also have March of the World Ooze. Activate only as a sorcery, so 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we got enough mana to do all of that. We might win the game next turn. We'll come very darn close to it. Yes, attack me with your flyers. That's a good card. I do want to draw it. Let's see how you like this one, opponent. There we go. I told you, we just might win the game next turn. Alright, 1-0, and we ranked up as well, so that's pretty nice. Stoff is our next opponent. We don't have many 1 and 2 drops, so I guess we just got to keep what we can get. But a turn 3 2/2 is not going to be very exciting. We've got spin out. We've got our bombs. Up against red-white. Culloden, how did I know our opponent was going to play that? Hey, I found a 2-drop. We have to kill Culloden. There's a burner rocket. Yep. I will trade my pilot for the burner rocket, because I don't really want to take 7 here. I'm going to put a stop to that silliness. Evishkar Raceway, alright. Swiftwing Assailant, that's a good one. Let's start our own engines here. Still need one more forest to get the March of the World Ooze mana. Broadcast Rambler for the opponent. Okay. Perilous Snare is good. Unfortunately, all we can do is call back the Deathless Pilot. Canyon Vaulter, that's not good. That's going to get past our Engine Rat. Yeah, our deck does not handle flyers very well. Because we're taking 8 here. Well, we got this thing. Problem is, we're just dead in the air. We have a Ketrodon in our deck as a reach creature. Okay. Yeah, opponent just has too much flying here. Alright. Next game. Thule 5 is our next opponent. I'm going to keep this because we have cyclers. I really don't like taking mulligans. But I realize this does not look good. Opponent's on Naya colors. Elvish Refueler. Jeez. That was a bad draw. Velahart bike for our opponent. Alright. Let's pack Doll Terror. Samet! Oh, we're not going to win this game either, are we? Runover doesn't even kill anything. So I guess I gotta go Ooze Patrol. There goes our spin out. Oh, there's a mammoth. Sure. Yeah, this game's over. We need more games like our first game. We're 1 and 2. We've been here before and have made a massive comeback. Gizanimal is our next opponent. This hand looks as bad as the last one. I'm going to mulligan this. We've got to keep our high-impact March of the World Ooze. Otherwise, I just don't see how we win a game. I suppose I could have thrown back one of the white sources. It's not like we have anything to use with Runover. There's an engine rat, okay. Earth Rumbler, that's a good one. And we just keep drawing lands. Marshall's Path Cruiser. So right now neither of those can be crewed. There's a red source. Opponent almost has all 5 colors to exhaust this. Just needs a blue or white land. I can play a Velahart Bike. Momentum breaker, sure. There's Achik. Alright, turn 6, we finally did something. And it died right away. But that is okay, because we have Achik. There's a Greenbelt Guardian for our opponent. And do that while they can't exhaust it. If the Pactile Terror dies, I will trade it for the Engine Rat. Because when it dies, it will add to our Achik count here. There's a Broodheart Engine. And another Greenbelt Guardian. Man, our opponent's deck is stacked. Dune Drifter. Get back Migrating Ketrodon? No, I can't even do that. So I could play Achik and come close to death next turn. I think we got to get this down. And then we can trade the Pactol Terror with something. Oh, jeez. We're just dead here from an all-out attack. All-out attack would have been lethal. Oh, we're just dead to the engine rad anyways. Yep. Well, our 7-win streak had to end sometime. Let's take one more look at the deck. I think it was interesting with the March of the World Ooze and some of the stuff, but some of the synergies just weren't there. Our draws were also completely horrible. It doesn't help that we only had 4 2-mana or less plays. I think that's really what ended up killing us. But, yeah. So I guess we'll claim our prize. And for now, I'll take my leave.